guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Yasmin here. So guys, I'm just gonna say straight up that this particular video is about my periods, and I know that most of my followers, actually 100% of my YouTube followers, are men. So this essentially isn't gonna be for you guys, but you know, maybe you have a girlfriend or a missus or someone else that you can probably encourage to be more zero waste when it comes to their female sanitary hygiene. And if you're a girl that's starting to watch my videos, cool, welcome, and I hope you really like my channel. So as of 2020, I decided to go zero waste as I possibly can. So I have quite a few videos coming up in the things that I am getting in which are to be less wasteful. As you would know, the fires are going on, it's devastating. We can't really control unless our protesting and constant ongoing, you know, social media and petitioning about everything the government is doing in regards to the mining and the fossil fuels and the global warming and the climate change. But as individuals, we can still do our own bit to eliminate and reduce the amount of waste that's ending up in landfill, because then it is getting melted and burnt, and then those emissions go up into the ozone layer, which is why there's such a big thing now for zero waste. So this video is about me switching over to cloth pads. I'm going to do a couple of other videos about the menstrual cup, the menstrual disc, and also about sponges as well. So this particular video is about the cloth pads. I thought before 2020 came, I've got all this, and should I just use what I have before going zero waste? And then I thought, with the current situation as it is, the environment is literally like screaming at us, stop. So I thought within myself, I just can't do it anymore. So off I went. I've been buying things and replacing the disposable items that I do have with zero waste. So I jumped on eBay. There is a whole bunch of stores that sell these cloth pads, and there are so many businesses that are selling the bamboo and the cloth and the reusable pads that I was kind of like, which one do I get it at? And there was a price variance as well on a lot of them. There's also the, you know, the underwear with the pad inside it. And the reason that I never went for the underwear pad is because I have quite a heavier flow and the start. And the ones that, and I also wear G-strings, so it kind of, the ones with the G-strings are for lighter flow days. So I decided that, you know, the best thing for me to do would be buy the reusable pads, which I can put inside my G. So I went onto eBay because I figured, you know what, if this is really gross or if this is something I can't handle, you know, I'd rather not outlay a whole bunch of money, which the other websites are charging a little bit more. So I went on eBay and I got a bunch of pads. Admittedly, this, I did not know whether they were like regular or super or what they were when they were coming. They all came in one size. I just got like an assorted. I didn't particularly care what print was on the back. And it cost me for 12 AUD $35, which is a bargain. So this is how they came. The one side, I have a couple of different prints, actually just a few different prints, like so, like so. And what happens is this bottom bit is a little bit kind of, I think like this is the waterproof kind of side. So when you've got your underwear on, that bit goes down the bottom. I made the mistake of the first time getting super excited, putting that bit at the top, then going, this isn't very absorbent, and going, duh, and then putting the bamboo side obviously goes where your vagina is, because that is the absorbent bit there. Then I've got these two little snap block things. So when you're folding this up to go into your storage, you simply fold it, and then fold it around and snap lock it so that they can get stored quite nicely and easily in your purse, in your carry bag. I do have this little carry bag where I am keeping everything, and including my menstrual cups and everything. The menstrual cups are I'm going to do separate videos for all of it. So this is a first, what is it? A first opinion, first, what is it they say? I'm literally still on my period now, and I'm going to tell you. So first, whatever is that called? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm so in love with these. I'm like literally, I was never much of a pad wearer. Like I would wear pads at night because I felt it was a little bit better than sitting there with a tampon in or anything, but generally more a tampon user. And the reason being is it's just like fine, like I didn't like to look at all that blood there. I found that I went through less when I had tampons in as well. Like I went through a lot more with pads. With these, They honestly are so absorbent. Like you can't, like occasionally you would see like a little bit of blood at the top, but generally like when you I don't know, like it didn't start to smell or anything. Like I kind of just, when I'd start to see more of it at the top, I thought maybe I should change this. Like I got no leaks at all, not even at night, no leaks whatsoever. And I use a lot less of these than I would do if I was using regular pads. A little bit of a story with the pads is the pads have like a plastic lining on them. They have a plastic sticky on them. I'm really loving that these did not ruin any of my underwear. Like the actual typical disposable pads with the sticky, you ruin your underwear. I've ruined so many pairs of underwear, even from panty liners, just like nicking on, you know, the sticky bit will get on it, as plus all the waste. But there's also, they put chemicals inside the pads and the tampons so that they are odor neutralizers and bleachers in them, and they're not good for your hormones. There's speculation that these will also make you bleed for longer and they disrupt your hormones. So to go to a natural product is much better for the environment, but also for your health. So obviously when I got all of these, I did wash them in the washing machine first, because you don't know whose hands have been everywhere on them and they've come in the mouth, so just to make them wash. And I didn't use washing just for these. I got these before my period started and I put them in just with my regular load. I would also recommend that you do get a wet bag as well, because which one is soiled, what you do is you just rinse it out in water. Like just, you could put it in a thing of water, like a tub of water, and rinse it out. This will stop and prevent staining. It will also prevent, because you're going to put everything in all the one washing machine, for that just to be like circulating around in just a thing of blood, right? You can put these in with your clothes, with your other things. So give them a rinse out. They also won't start to smell. You know when you've had your period and a couple of days later after you've had, you know, your bin has a couple of things in there, your bin starts to smell like there's a dead, rotting corpse in there. Like it is just revolting and rank. I did not get smell from these at all, and I had literally like about 3 days and was just putting them, like rinsing them, whatever, putting it in the wet bag, put it in the wet bag, and then the wet bag, by that time I had like a full load to do a full load in the colors in the washing machine, and inside went everything along with the wet bag. And everything got washed, ready for the next. Completely convinced by these. Again, I can't say that any particular brand. I got these off eBay. I can put the store name of the eBay store that I got these from. Again, I would believe just by like the amount of moisture that they're held in there, that they would be either between a regular and a super size. And I would say more the super, but I don't know. They held a lot. Like when I rinsed it out with underneath the tap, it's like then I noticed, wow, there's a lot of blood there. But I couldn't be able to say for sure. And I actually quite like that you couldn't really see everything that was going on there, and no, nothing went on all underneath. None of it. Even when I wore these overnight on my heaviest days, I didn't see anything coming through there, ever, not once. So that's it. I'm absolutely convinced about these. I've kind of now switched to a pad user. I love, they're super comfortable. I often got irritation from like pads and panty liners, just depending on the brand as well. Like I would often get like, I don't know, I would get some irritation from that. These are so super duper soft that like nothing. It's like wearing underwear, but the most softest padded cushiony underwear ever. It's kind of like, I was so excited to get my period to just use these. Honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And it's made getting a period a breeze, like literally a breeze. So guys, honestly, if you would like to make the switch, and even if you're not typically a pad person, I've also been using the cup on this period as well, and I'm going to follow that up with another video. But I have had these as a backup with the cup on a couple of days that I have used the cup, because I kind of like, some days you're kind of like, oh, I don't feel like having a pad today, you know, sometimes, I don't know. So I have, because I'm getting used to the cup, and in case there's any leakages, which I have had a little bit, but not significantly, I have had one of these on kind of like as a panty liner backup. So I will definitely buy some more of these, just in a smaller size. Like I could go and find the ones that are specifically liners that are not as big, and just for like liner days as well, because, you know, for a backup in case I am using a cup. So if you like this video and you'd like to see further videos of mine, please do give me the like and the subscribe and the bell notification, and we'll see you next time.